Alright, today's video is going to be on my new Carolina Carport's 36 foot by 18 foot, which is actually 35 foot on the inside by 18 foot on the inside garage. I've had it for about a month and a half. It's down on gravel, and I'm really happy with it at this point. So when they come and build it, I actually wasn't here that day. I knew I was a little bit off level, but they said as long as you were within 4 inches, you were okay. This corner here that you're looking at, it ended up being about 6 inches off level, and they was actually able to level it up with me, and then I went back in and braced underneath that corner with a cross tie. I had to cut down a cross tie and things to make it leveled up. Other than that, no issues with the install at all. They did great. And then I'll take you inside and show you what I've been doing to it since the day I got it. So we're about halfway through getting it done. Alright, so here's what we're like on the inside. Built this loft just last week. Of course, we got some lighting in here. The loft is 17.5 feet wide, 10 foot long. I can put the CJ5 in this corner and the TJ or my truck in this corner. And it's a little bit tight with that ladder getting it in there, but it'll work just fine for storage. The CJ5 there is going to be in a lot of upcoming videos, but as you can see, you know, I've got plenty of room for storage, plenty of room for activities up there. I done got the engine lift up there because I don't plan on needing it very much anytime soon, and got the engine stand behind it. And then down this wall here, got the small air compressor, some storage, Jeep parts in the right hand bin, and left hand bins like all my POL. It's got all my oil, starting fluid, brake fluid, all that stuff in there. Parts washer, storage for my ramps. So, and then down this side I got my little toolbox and a heater. And right now we're just doing propane. I do have it's set up. I have another set of conduit right here where the power came in, where I brought the power in from the house. I put another conduit in there to run flexible gas line through in case if I decide to put everything else out here. Wired the whole place, and just wiring that you know, sub panel, 80 feet of entry wire to get it in here from the house, because you know the breaker box in the house is as far as it could possibly get away from the garage, and conduit and everything. Got about $600 in wiring it. Then I've got about $300 in shop lights. These two shop lights here are gonna have to move because they really interfere with getting up that ladder. But I don't know if you can tell real well on camera in here, but it's plenty bright. A man has no trouble seeing in here, and I am blind. Furthermore, got a 10 foot by 10 foot garage door in it. And as you can see, I did not go with a concrete floor in it. I really couldn't afford it at this point. Working on gravel's good. Really just need to get out of the weather. Now that being said, you can see right there beside that car battery that's sitting on a piece of wood, there's a white dot on the floor. Out from that is where I plan to put my car lift. I'm going to get a 2-post lift. That'll allow me to have basically a maintenance bay, a storage bay, vehicle storage bay, and a vehicle storage bay where I'm standing now, and then overhead storage for parts and junk out of the house and all kinds of stuff that I've been storing in the basement. So I just haven't got it all moved in here yet. But anyway, basically a foot wider than the garage door on each side, out to essentially about a foot from the front of the CJ5's bumper there. I plan on pouring a small concrete pad and reinforcing it. That way I have something to mount the 2-post car lift to. And people are going to preach, oh well, you should have done a concrete pad for the whole building and this, that, and the other. Look, I don't plan on living here forever. I just needed a garage to work with. So that's pretty much where I'm at. I got about $600 in wiring it, about $400 in all the lights, and about $800 in building this loft for storage. I can get my camper in here to work on it. Both trucks fit in here at the same time if they have to. There's leaps and bounds better area to operate out of than what I've been working on vehicles for 3 years in now. And then obviously up there you can see where I put my dusk to dawn light in. So things that are going to be done in the future other than the lift, probably somewhere just up in the eave there will be a exhaust fan there, and I will also be doing one on that end to try to fight some of the condensation. I don't know if I can catch it or not, but man, it kind of drips in here on you, which is fine. I mean, to be expected with these high ceilings. By the way, these are 12 foot to the bend there, to the bottom of the bend ceilings. In the center, it's just under 15 feet. The next step that I will be doing, other than the exhaust fans, is I'm going to take insulation board, 3/4 inch insulation board, and I'm going to insulate the ceiling over top of the loft or mezzanine, whatever you want to call it. And I want to see if that helps with the condensation issue and dripping, and if it does, I will do the whole roof. I cannot afford the spray and insulation right now. Maybe something in the future. But so pretty much that's where I'm at. Like I said, inside is 35 foot by 18 foot wide. Great garage. You know, some of the condensation issues where it's on gravel, I understand all that. Like I said, I bought it through a place here local, but it came from Carolina Carports, and now I had to wait a while on it. That was the thing, but COVID and everything, you know, got that jacked up. But basically, for just the installation of the building, they were running like a 4th of July deal when actually I ordered it. Looks like total deal was $6,900 for the installation and purchase of the building, which isn't too bad for the size shop that it is. Like I said, I can get anything in here that I own to work on. I can even back the camper through this 10-foot door and work on it in here. In fact, that was actually the first project that I did here. So anyway, that's just kind of a rundown of my building from Carolina Carports. I really like it. Definitely a better option than stick building one. As you can tell from that mezzanine, I ain't the carpenter. They ain't the best carpenter in the world. But me and one other guy got that together in less than a day. So anyway, I'm happy with it, and there will be plenty more projects to come. Just stay tuned. We'll see y'all later.